position that at the hub of the library. Now, the sheet that I'm going to pass out now, distribute now, is the cost of this option. You may remember, now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm going to do it this way. I'll send 3 this way, and I'll send 3 this way, and then I'll give the rest to Susan to distribute.
I've already got one.
Well, you're, okay, okay. Thank you. You may remember, I'm going to show you another option that's still back at the 810,000 where at the last meeting in the end of May. This one has been updated just to show a single level renovation option, and as you can see it's under $500,000. It basically only takes the first floor. I do have a little bit in the lower level because there's mechanical, and I'll have some bracing of the existing floor that needs to be addressed, and I really don't know what I'm getting into down there. You can see, when you see the next one, you'll see that it'll have the same ideas on it. I've tried to make these so they're comparable, and the assumptions pretty much the same. In this case, it uses 1 floor for library programs. But it gives you an idea what a 22,000 volume single-story collection does. An editorial comment on this approach: one thing that hits me on this that's really a big deal, one big deal of course is when we have a certain size, normally when we do a new library, we take this existing collection and we increase it 2% per year for 20 years, so we add a 40% increase to the collection. This collection is exactly where it is in 2012. The other thing on this floor plan that really worries me, we're back to libraries as a repository for books. We're not in this as a community center. Just look at the number of seats. There are not a lot of seats in here. There's a few adult lounge seats, there's a table, there's some technology areas, there's none in the youth area, there's no room to do the other things. We have 22,000 volumes in here, but not the other important pieces of what makes a present-day library what it is. But I can tell you, we're close. Before I go into the next one, let me just stop and just see if there's things that I'm going too fast, or there's things that I'm assuming and you may have questions on.
Short story. The first page is just do the top floor.
Just top floor. And I'm
Second
calling that
page,
the single level.
The second page and the third page is the upstairs and the downstairs.
For the second scheme, yep. I didn't get to that one yet, but that's my next one I'm going to go into.
To do this,
Go ahead.
to do this, you can't remodel this and they stay in there,
No.
right? So this cost doesn't include going
Relocation.
somewhere else.
No, good point. Good point, Kathy. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. That could have been in that miscellaneous cost thing. And you know what? If that hazardous material allowance, I have an allowance in there for hazardous materials.
Sorry. Shot in the dark.
It is. Yeah, 100%.
Because no one's ever done a phase 1 analysis.
We couldn't find one, so that's why I wanted to keep a placeholder just in case.
So it could be 0 or it could be a lot more.
Yeah. Mayor, did you have?
Yes.
Yeah, somebody had it.
I don't have my sheets with me from when we met at the library last time when we talked on the conference call.
Right.
But I thought that was a higher number for the
It was.
single level.
It was.
Well, I just said
What's
600,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a more accurate number because Val's had more time to look into it.
I did the estimate. I actually shot
Roll it
from the
down.
hip over the phone.
Right.
So in the lower level renovations that's the heating and cooling system, I think.
And it's actually more structurally the floor. I want to address this floor. What I'm thinking we might do is a process called sistering the joist. So we take the ceiling out, sister the joist, and I didn't go through and structurally see if that would get us to where we need to be, but I know it would get us better than where we're at here. So that's what I was thinking. But and then there's some mechanical, because the mechanical room would still be down there. but I'm really not doing a very lot to the lower level.
Because this is a much cleaner drawing than the one that we had.
I worked a little bit just to make it, because I wanted it to be clear, and honestly, to do the shelving count, I gotta have it to scale. This is freehand, but it's to scale. You can take an 1/8 inch and this will be on. But to get these numbers right, they gotta be on target. And I decided to put the metrics on the plan because for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, we had a telephone conference on Thursday to review a draft of this, and I had another 8.5 by 11 with all of these numbers, and you had to go back and forth. So for now, I put it all on one sheet to help us understand it.